James Barton from Developing Telecoms. We're here at Mobile World Congress 2019 and I'm speaking to Patrick Joggerst of Ribbon.
James, it's great to see you again.
So Patrick, we've spoken to Ribbon in the past, but some of our readers might not be familiar with the company. Can you give us a bit of an overview of what you do and how you help service providers in developing and emerging markets?
Absolutely. So it's a pleasure to be here at Mobile World Congress. This is our second year as Ribbon Communications. So as you mentioned, a lot of people are still getting accustomed to our new brand. So Ribbon is really the creation of a merger between Genband, which really had an awful lot of legacy Nortel assets in it, and again a lot of legacy Nortel customer relationships in the developing world that we're still leveraging today. And another company called Sonus Networks, which was a session border controller company operating all over the world. We've since last year rolled up another company called Edgewater Networks in the SD-WAN capability. So we are involved with service operators around the world, both the developing and the developed market.
So talk us through some of the trends that you're witnessing in emerging markets as it relates to service providers.
From our perspective, what we're seeing is tremendous growth. We're serving our software solutions as really part of the infrastructure for one of the largest wireless operators, about 300 million subscribers now in India, the developing market. That's one trend we're seeing, is how do you keep pace with the growth that's happening, as well as how do you keep pace with the transformation that's required for some of the legacy operators. So there's one large Central Asian telco that's in the process of modernizing from TDM to IP. So we're leveraging a lot of the expertise that we've got from doing that for AT&T, for Verizon, for Bell Canada, from our Nortel heritage. We're taking that to the developing world as well and making sure that those networks become modernized and all IP as quickly as possible. The other thing that we're doing is really focusing on helping carriers find new ways of generating fresh revenues. One example I can mention specifically is Hong Kong Broadband. So they're a large operator and throughout Asia, but one of the things they found is they really want to be able to provide an easy way for their subscribers to be able to call somebody on their Hong Kong number when they're traveling around the world. So using our Kandy CPaaS platform, which is powered by WebRTC capability, they've developed an offer called Global Phone. So from 60 countries around the world, they're able to receive calls and make calls without having to change out your SIMs. They're being very innovative, and that's something I'm seeing is extensible to a lot of other developing countries as well.
So can you tell us a bit about how the channel looks in emerging markets?
Channels are being really vibrant for us right now, and of course that's really the key for us to be able to work in the many countries that we're working in right now. We need local partners, we need it for localization, we need it for professional services. So in the Middle East we're actually implementing a complete white labeled UC offer, Unified Communications as a Service offer, with one of our channel partners, provide unified communication services to one of the largest providers in the UAE. That service should be launching shortly. And again, we need somebody who knows the local culture, who knows the local customs. And in this particular case, there's some very stringent regulations in terms of lawful intercept that's unique to parts of the developing world. So working very closely with the channel partners has really been invaluable for our success moving forward.
So what do you see as the biggest opportunities and challenges for operators in emerging markets?
I think it really is finding those new revenue streams, right? There's so much competition coming into the developing market. I think it's really starting to attract capital from around the world. Other carriers from the developing world are starting to invest more heavily. And I think there really is an opportunity to find different ways of generating revenue in areas that are ARPU challenged, right? Where you can't get a large amount per money per revenue per subscriber. But if you look at different ways of leveraging some of the technologies we talked about last year, like WebRTC, right? Really leveraging the IT world with the telecom world, and everybody has a website right now, but when you in e-commerce enable that website and make that link to the telecom world to be able to leverage the assets that the carrier has, now you're providing new value and providing fresh revenues that a carrier would normally see.
Patrick, great to catch up with Ribbon. Thanks so much for talking to us. Great to see Ribbon again.
Thank you.